I'm really doing this, aren't I? I said, holding the pen above the papers. You're doing the right thing, Abba, Armin replied quickly. Trust me, this is how we grow. Bilal leaned closer, smiling. We're your sons. Who else would you give it to? I let out a small laugh. I know. It's just, everything is written here. Everything will still be yours, Bilal said softly. We're just managing it better. Sanaa placed a cup of tea beside me. Abba, don't stress yourself. You should rest now. Let the boys handle things. I looked at her and nodded. You're right, Beta. Maybe I worry too much. Armin tapped the paper. Just sign here, Abba. The lawyer has already checked everything. I glanced at the lawyer. It's all fine? Yes, he said calmly. This transfers ownership to your sons. It's legally complete. Ownership, I repeated quietly. Bilal laughed lightly. Abba, it's just a word. Nothing changes between us. I smiled at him. Nothing changes. Exactly, Armin said. You'll still be the head of the family. Always, Bilal added. I took a deep breath. All right. My hand shook slightly as I signed the first page. There you go, Armin said, clapping softly. One step closer. I signed the second page. You're the best father, Bilal said. Honestly, no one does this. I chuckled. I just want to see you both succeed. And you will, Armin said confidently. I've already planned the expansion. Oh, I asked, looking up. What kind of expansion? We'll open a second shop, he said. Bigger location, more stock, better profit. That sounds big, I said. It is, he replied. But we're ready. Bilal nodded. We've learned from you, Abba. Now it's our turn. I felt a warm pride in my chest. I taught you well then. The best, Bilal said. I signed another page. Sanaa watched quietly. You've done enough for everyone, Abba? This is my duty, I replied. No, she said softly. This is love. I looked at her, unsure why her words felt heavy. Armin slid the final paper toward me. Just one more. One more, I repeated. You trust us, don't you? Bilal asked. I looked at both of them. More than I trust myself. Then don't hesitate, Armin said. I lowered my eyes and signed the last page. It's done, the lawyer announced. That's it? I asked. That's it, he confirmed. Armin stood up and stretched. Finally. Bilal hugged me tightly. Thank you, Abba. I hugged him back. Take care of everything. We will, he said. Armin shook my hand firmly. You won't regret this. I already don't, I replied. Sanaa smiled faintly. You should rest now. Yes, I said. Maybe I will. Armin gathered the papers quickly. I'll keep these safe. Of course, I said. Bilal sat beside me. You don't have to worry about anything anymore. That sounds nice, I said with a small smile. It is, he replied. Your time to relax has started. I leaned back in my chair. I've worked my whole life for this moment. And now you can enjoy it, he said. Yes, I murmured. Enjoy it. Sanaa picked up the empty cup. Do you want more tea? No, thank you, I said. Armin glanced at his phone. I have a meeting later. So soon? I asked. Business doesn't wait, he said. Bilal stood up. I'll go with him. All right, I said. Go. You'll be fine? Bilal asked. I smiled. Of course. We'll come back soon, he said. No rush, I replied. Armin opened the door. Take care, Abba. You too, I said. They walked out together. Sanaa followed them, then paused. Call me if you need anything. I will, I said. She nodded and left. The room became quiet. I looked around slowly. It feels different. No one answered. I chuckled to myself. Of course it does. Everything has changed. I stood up and walked to the window. They're good boys, I said softly. They'll take care of everything. I watched the empty street. And they'll take care of me. I nodded firmly. They promised. I turned back toward the table. They called me the best father, I whispered. A small smile formed on my lips. I did the right thing. But something inside me felt strange. I shook my head. It's just fear. I sat down again. I trust them. The silence grew heavier. I trust them, I repeated. And that was the day I gave them everything. Abba, that's not your chair anymore, Armin said casually. I stopped mid-step. What do you mean? I've always sat there. Bilal avoided my eyes. We rearranged the sitting area. Clients come over now. So, where do I sit? I asked. Armin pointed to a corner. There's a chair there. It's more comfortable. I looked at it. That's fine. It's better this way, he added. More professional. I forced a smile. Of course. Business comes first. Bilal nodded quickly. Exactly. I sat down slowly. The chair felt unfamiliar. Tea? I asked lightly. Sana didn't look up. You can ask the maid. I was just asking you, I said. She's in the kitchen, Sana replied. Oh, all right. I leaned back. Things are changing fast. Armin chuckled. That's growth, Abba? Yes, I said quietly. Growth. Later that day I tried to join their discussion. I think we should be careful with expenses, I said. Armin shook his head. You don't understand business anymore. I blinked. I ran that shop for 30 years. Times have changed, he replied. Bilal added softly, we're doing things differently now. I see, I said. Differently. You should relax, Armin said. No need to worry about these things. I'm not worried, I replied. Just sharing my thoughts. We've got it handled, he said firmly. I nodded slowly. All right. That night I sat alone in the lounge. Bilal, I called as he walked past. Sit with me for a moment. I'm busy, Abba, he said quickly. Just 5 minutes. Maybe later, he replied, already moving away. Later, I repeated softly. He didn't come back. The next morning I woke up early. Sana, can I get some tea? I asked gently. She paused for a second. The kitchen isn't your responsibility anymore. I frowned. I just asked for tea. I know, she said politely. But you should rest. I don't mind making it myself, I said. There's no need, she replied. We have help now. It's just tea, I said quietly. She gave a small smile. Please, Abba. Let things be. Let things be, I echoed. I stepped back. Later I walked into the kitchen anyway. The maid looked confused. Sir? I'll make it myself, I said. Sana's voice came from behind. You don't have to do that. I want to, I replied. She hesitated. All right, if you insist. I made the tea slowly. It didn't taste the same. In the afternoon I tried speaking again. Armin, what about the old customers? I asked. We're focusing on new ones, he said. But the old ones trust us. They'll come if they want, he replied. That's not how loyalty works, I said. He sighed. Abba, please. Let us handle it. I'm just saying. I know what you're saying, he interrupted. And it's outdated. The word hit me hard. Outdated. Bilal looked uncomfortable. He doesn't mean it like that. I do, Armin said. We can't run things the old way. I stayed quiet. That evening I sat in my corner chair again. This used to be my house, I whispered to myself. No one heard me. Sana walked past talking on the phone. Yes, I've arranged everything, she said. Don't worry. I looked at her. Arranged what? She covered the phone. Just household matters. I could help, I offered. It's already done, she said. Without asking me? She smiled politely. There was no need. No need, I repeated. She walked away. I leaned back and closed my eyes. Did I make a mistake? I whispered. There was no answer. That night I tried one last time. Bilal, I said, stopping him in the hallway. Are you upset with me? He looked surprised. No, Abba. Why would I be? You've been distant. I've just been busy. Too busy for me? He hesitated. It's not like that. Then what is it like? He sighed. Things are different now. Yes, I said. I can see that. You wanted this, he added. I felt a sharp pain in my chest. I wanted your success. And you got it, he said. At what cost? I asked quietly. He didn't answer. Good night, Abba, he said and walked away. Good night, I replied. I stood there alone. I trusted them, I murmured. The house felt unfamiliar. The voices felt distant. And for the first time, I wondered if I had given away more than just property. I heard something today, I said, standing near the door. Armin didn't look up. About what? About the shop, I replied. Losses. Bilal shifted uncomfortably. Who told you that? I was there, I said. You didn't see me. Armin sighed. You shouldn't be listening to business talks. I wasn't trying to, I said. But I heard enough. Then forget it, he replied. I can't forget it, I said. It's my life's work. It was, Armin corrected. The word stung. What do you mean, was? You gave it to me, he said flatly. It's mine now. I felt my chest tighten. I gave it to you to grow, not to lose. Bilal stepped in. Abba, we're handling it. Handling it? I asked. You're losing money. It's temporary, Armin said. Then let me help, I offered. We don't need help, he replied. I built that business, I said. I know every customer, every risk. Times have changed. Armin snapped. I froze. So I mean nothing now? That's not what I said, he replied. It sounds like that, I said quietly. Bilal looked at me. Abba, please don't make this a big issue. A big issue? I repeated. You're throwing everything away. We are investing, Armin said sharply. With losses? I asked. With vision, he shot back. I shook my head. Vision without sense is danger. He laughed bitterly. This is exactly why we didn't tell you. Didn't tell me? I asked. You interfere too much, he said. I'm your father, I replied. And this is my business, he said firmly. The room went silent. Bilal spoke softly. He's right, Abba. I turned to him slowly. You think so too? We need space to make decisions, he said. Space. I whispered. From me? It's not like that, he said. Then what is it like? I asked. Before he could answer, Sana walked in. What's going on? She asked. Nothing, Armin said quickly. It doesn't sound like nothing, she replied. Abba is worried about the business, Bilal explained. Sana looked at me calmly. You shouldn't stress yourself. I'm not stressed, I said. I'm concerned. There's no need, she replied. There is a need, I insisted. They're making mistakes. Armin clenched his jaw. We're not. You are, I said. Stop it, he snapped. I won't, I replied. Not when everything is falling apart. Sana crossed her arms. You're overreacting. I'm reacting as a father, I said. She sighed. Old people should rest, not interfere. Her words hit me harder than anything else. I stared at her. Old people? I didn't mean it in a bad way, she said. It didn't sound good, I replied. She's just saying you should relax, Bilal added. By staying silent? I asked. By trusting us, Armin said. I did trust you, I said. I gave you everything. And we're using it, he replied. Not wisely, I said. That's your opinion, he said coldly. It's my experience, I replied. We don't need it, he said. I felt something inside me break. Then what do you need? I asked quietly. Freedom, he said. From me? I whispered. Yes, he replied. The word echoed in my mind. Bilal looked away. Sana remained silent. I took a step back. I see. No one stopped me. I walked toward my room slowly. Abba, Bilal called behind me. I didn't turn. Yes. Don't take it the wrong way, he said. I gave a weak smile. There's no right way to take this. I closed the door behind me. The silence felt heavier than ever. I'm a burden, I whispered. I sat on the edge of my bed. You gave it to me. It's mine now, I repeated under my breath. The words felt like a slap. Old people should rest, I added quietly. I covered my face with my hands. When did I become old? I asked myself. No answer came. I was their strength, I said. Now I'm their problem. I lay down slowly. I thought I was securing their future, I murmured. But I erased myself. I stared at the ceiling. Where do I belong now? I whispered. The room gave no reply. I am still their father, I said softly. But the words felt empty. For the first time I felt fear settle deep inside me. And I didn't know how to fight it. Why is this happening again? I asked, my voice already shaking. Armin slammed the table. Because you don't stop interfering. I'm not interfering, I replied. I'm trying to help. We don't need your help, he snapped. I built everything you're using, I said. And I'm running it now, he shot back. Running it into the ground, I said before I could stop myself. What did you just say? He demanded. You heard me, I replied. Bilal stepped between us. Please both of you calm down. I am calm, Armin said, though his face burned with anger. You're not listening, I told him. And you're not letting go, he fired back. Letting go doesn't mean staying silent, I said. It does in this house, he replied. This house. I repeated. Yes, he said firmly. This is my house now. The words hit me like a punch. Your house. I whispered. You signed it over, he said. Don't act surprised. I didn't sign away my right to speak, I said. You signed away ownership, he replied. I'm still your father, I said. That doesn't give you control, he answered coldly. I looked at Bilal. Say something. He looked down. Please, Abba, just let it go. Let it go. I repeated. It's getting worse, he said quietly. It's already worse, I replied. Sanaa walked in, her expression tense. What's all this noise? Ask him, Armin said, pointing at me. I'm asking questions, I said. That's all. You're creating problems, she replied. I'm trying to fix them, I said. You're making things harder, she insisted. For who? I asked. For everyone, she said. I am everyone, I replied. No, Armin said sharply. You're not. I stared at him. What does that mean? It means things don't revolve around you anymore, he said. They never did, I replied. They revolved around this family. And we're still a family, Bilal said quickly. Are we? I asked. No one answered. I took a deep breath. I just want respect. You're getting respect, Sanaa said. This isn't respect, I replied. What do you want then? Armin asked. I want to be heard, I said. We've heard enough, he replied. Then listen properly, I said. I'm done listening, he shouted. The room fell silent. I felt my heart pound. Why are you shouting at me? Because you don't understand, he said. Then make me understand, I replied. I don't have time for this, he said. You have time for everything else, I said. Not for arguments like this, he snapped. This isn't an argument, I said. This is your father speaking. And I'm telling you, he said, his voice rising, if you don't like it, you can leave. Everything stopped. Leave? I whispered. Yes, he said. Leave. I looked at Bilal, waiting. He said nothing. Bilal? I asked softly. He kept his eyes down. Please, don't make it worse. Say something, I begged. He stayed silent. That silence broke me more than Armin's words. I nodded slowly. I understand. No, you don't, Armin said. I do, I replied quietly. I finally do. I turned toward my room. Where are you going? Sanaa asked. To do what he said, I replied. No one told you to actually go, she said. He did, I answered. I didn't mean it like that, Armin muttered. You said it, I replied. And you meant it. I entered my room and closed the door. My hands trembled as I opened the cupboard. This is my home, I whispered. Or it was. I pulled out a small bag. What do I even take? I asked myself. No answer came. I folded a few clothes slowly. They didn't stop me, I murmured. I waited. No knock came. No one is coming, I said. I zipped the bag. This is really happening, I whispered. I looked around the room one last time. I built this place, I said. Every wall, every corner. My eyes filled with tears. And now I don't belong here. I opened the door and stepped out. They were all standing there. Are you really leaving? Bilal asked. You told me to let it go, I replied. This isn't what I meant, he said. Then what did you mean? I asked. He had no answer. Sanaa crossed her arms. Where will you go? I don't know, I said. Armin looked away. You're overreacting. I gave a small broken smile. Maybe. You can stay if you just stop interfering, he added. I shook my head. That's not staying. That's disappearing. Then do what you want, he said. I replied. I walked toward the door. Abba, Bilal called weakly. I paused for a second. Take care of yourself, he said. I nodded without turning. You too. I opened the door. The night air hit my face. It felt cold. I stepped outside. No one followed me. No one stopped me. The door closed behind me. I stood there for a moment. This is it, I whispered. I started walking. Each step felt heavier than the last. Where do I go? I asked myself. There was no answer. The streets were empty. My own house, I said softly. And I was thrown out. I kept walking. How did it come to this? I asked. My voice echoed in the silence. How did my own children become strangers? No one replied. Only the night walked with me. Sir, can you hear me? A voice said faintly. I opened my eyes slowly. Where am I? You fainted near my stall, the man replied. Try to sit up. I'm fine, I murmured, though I wasn't. Here, drink some water, he said. I took the glass with trembling hands. Thank you. What's your name? He asked. I hesitated. Does it matter? It does to me, he said gently. I'm just someone who lost his way, I replied. He nodded. We all do sometimes. What's your name? I asked. Rahim, he said with a small smile. Rahim, I repeated. You helped me. It's nothing, he said. You looked like you hadn't eaten. I haven't, I admitted. Wait here, he said. I can pay, I added quickly. He shook his head. You don't need to. I don't take charity, I said weakly. It's not charity, he replied. It's food. He handed me a plate. Eat slowly, he said. I stared at the food. I didn't think I'd feel this hungry. When was your last meal? He asked. I don't remember, I said. Then eat, he insisted. I took a bite. Good? He asked. Yes, I whispered. Very good. Take your time, he said. I nodded. After a few minutes he sat beside me. Where are you from? He asked. From a house that isn't mine anymore, I replied. He looked at me carefully. Family trouble? I let out a bitter laugh. You could say that. You want to talk about it? He asked. I don't know where to start, I said. Start anywhere, he replied. I sighed. I gave everything to my sons. And? He asked softly. They gave me nothing in return, I said. He stayed quiet. They told me to leave, I added. Rahim shook his head slowly. That's hard. It broke me, I admitted. You're still here, he said. I don't know why, I replied. Because you're stronger than you think, he said. I looked at him. I don't feel strong. You will, he said. I finished the food. Thank you, I said again. Come with me, he said suddenly. Where? I asked. My home, he replied. I can't impose, I said. You're not imposing, he insisted. I don't even know you, I said. You know enough, he replied. I hesitated. Why are you helping me? He smiled faintly. Because someone should. I looked down. No one else did. Then let me, he said. I nodded slowly. All right. We walked together in silence. This is my place, he said, opening a small door. It's simple, I said. It's home, he replied. A young girl stepped forward. Abba, who is this? This is our guest, Rahim said. I lowered my eyes. I don't want to be a burden. You're not, she said quickly. I'm Aisha. Aisha, I repeated. Please sit, she said warmly. Thank you, I replied. Have you eaten? She asked. Yes, Rahim answered. I gave him food. Good, she said. You look tired. I am, I admitted. You can rest here, she said. I don't want to trouble you, I replied. You're not troubling us, she insisted. Rahim nodded. Stay as long as you need. I looked around the small room. It feels peaceful, I said. Aisha smiled. That's what a home should feel like. I felt something tighten in my chest. I forgot that feeling, I admitted. You'll remember, she said gently. Why are you both so kind? I asked. Rahim answered softly, because kindness costs nothing. I looked at them. I wasn't treated like this in my own house. Aisha frowned. Then they didn't deserve you. I looked away. They were my children. And you are still a father, Rahim said. I don't feel like one, I replied. Feelings can change, he said. Maybe, I whispered. Aisha brought me a blanket. Rest now. Thank you, I said. You're safe here, she added. Safe. The word felt new. I lay down slowly. This place is small, I said quietly. But it has more warmth than anything I've known. Rahim smiled. That's enough. Yes, I said. I closed my eyes. For the first time in days I didn't feel invisible. But deep inside the pain still burned. They were my sons, I whispered. And they left me behind. You should come with me today, Rahim said as he tied his apron. Where? I asked, still sitting on the floor mattress. To the stall, he replied. You can help. I don't think I can, I said quietly. Why not? He asked. I'm not the man I used to be, I admitted. He looked at me steadily. Then become him again. I'm too tired, I said. You're not tired, he replied. You're hurt. I looked away. Is there a difference? Yes, he said. Tired people rest. Hurt people hide. I'm not hiding, I muttered. Then come with me, he said. I hesitated. What if I fail? What if you don't? He asked. I stayed silent. Aisha stepped closer. You won't know unless you try. I haven't worked like that in years, I said. Then today is a good day to start, she replied. I don't want to embarrass myself, I admitted. You won't, Rahim said. And if I do? I asked. Then we laugh and try again, he answered. I let out a slow breath. You make it sound simple. It is simple, he said. Not easy but simple. I stood up slowly. All right, I'll come. That's enough, he said with a smile. We walked together to the stall. This is where I work, Rahim said. It's small, I said. It feeds us, he replied. I nodded. That matters. He handed me a cloth. Start by cleaning the counter. I took it. Like this? Yes, he said. Slow and steady. I wiped the surface carefully. Good, he said. Now arrange these items. I followed his instructions. Not bad, he added. I used to manage bigger things, I said. And you will again, he replied. I'm not sure, I said. You will, Aisha said, standing nearby. I glanced at her. You believe that? I do, she said. You are stronger than you think. Her words stayed with me. Stronger than I think, I repeated. Yes, she said. A customer approached. Can I get some tea? I froze. Go ahead, Rahim whispered. I can't, I said. You can, he insisted. I took a deep breath. One tea, I said to the customer. Take your time, Rahim said. I prepared the tea carefully. Here, I said, handing it over. Thank you, the customer replied. I felt something shift inside me. You did it, Aisha said softly. It was just tea, I replied. It was a start, Rahim said. I nodded. Another customer came. 2 cups, he said. I moved quicker this time. Here you go, I said. Good service, he replied. I felt a small smile form. Did you hear that? Aisha asked. I did, I said. That's respect, she said. I paused. Respect. Yes, she said. You've earned it. I forgot what that feels like, I admitted. Then remember it, Rahim said. The day went on. Can you handle this? Rahim asked, pointing to the stove. I'll try, I said. Careful, he warned. I've done harder things, I replied. I worked slowly but steadily. You're improving, he said. I feel it, I admitted. That's confidence, Aisha said. I lost that, I replied. And now you're finding it, she said. I looked at my hands. They're still steady. They always were, Rahim said. I just stopped believing in them, I said. Believe again, he replied. I'm trying, I said. That's enough for now, he said. By evening I felt exhausted. You did well today, Rahim said. Did I? I asked. You did, he confirmed. I didn't think I could, I admitted. But you did, Aisha said. I sat down. I feel different. Better? She asked. Yes, I said. Better. Then come again tomorrow, Rahim said. I will, I replied without hesitation. He smiled. That's the spirit. I looked at both of them. You gave me a chance, I said. No, Rahim replied. You took it. I nodded slowly. Maybe I did. You don't need anyone to survive, Aisha said. I thought about her words. I really don't, do I? I said. No, she replied. You can rebuild yourself. Piece by piece, I added. Exactly, Rahim said. I stood up straighter. I'm not finished, I said. No, you're not, he agreed. I looked ahead. For the first time in a long time, I said, I feel like I'm standing again. And you won't fall, Aisha said. Not this time, I replied. Because this time I was rebuilding myself. Did you hear about that shop near the market? A customer asked. I looked up. Which one? The one run by 2 brothers, he said. It's going downhill. My hands paused. What happened? Bad decisions, he replied. Too much risk, not enough sense. Rahim glanced at me. You okay? I'm fine, I said. Just listening. They expanded too fast, the customer continued. Now they're struggling. I swallowed. Do you know their names? Armin and Bilal, he said. The words hit me quietly. I see, I replied. Used to be a solid business, he added. Now people are losing trust. I nodded slowly. That happens. Sad to watch, he said. Yes, I murmured. Very sad. He took his tea and left. Rahim stepped closer. That's your son's, isn't it? I didn't answer immediately. Yes, I finally said. It is. He sighed. I'm sorry. I don't know how to feel, I admitted. Talk to me, he said. I warned them, I said. They didn't listen. That must hurt, he replied. It does, I said. More than I expected. Aisha joined us. What's wrong? Their business is failing, I said quietly. She looked at me gently. And you're hurting. I am, I admitted. But also something else, Rahim added. I nodded. Yes, something else. What is it? Aisha asked. I hesitated. A strange sense of justice. She frowned slightly. You mean, they're facing consequences? Yes, I said. And I can't ignore that. That's natural, Rahim said. I don't feel happy, I added quickly. We know, Aisha said. But I don't feel completely sad either, I admitted. That's because they hurt you, Rahim said. I looked down. They did. Another customer approached. 1 tea, please. I prepared it quietly. I heard those brothers are in debt now, the customer said casually. My hands tightened. Debt. I repeated. Yes, he said. Loans they can't repay. I handed him the tea. That's serious. They thought they were too smart, he replied. I forced a calm tone. Maybe they just made mistakes. Big ones, he said. He walked away. I stood still. Bilal, I whispered. Rahim placed a hand on my shoulder. You're thinking about them. I can't stop, I said. Aisha spoke softly. Do you think they regret it? I don't know, I replied. Do you think they think about you? She asked. I paused. I wonder that every day, I said. Rahim nodded. And? I don't know the answer, I admitted. They might, he said. Or they might not, I replied. Either way, Aisha said, you're moving forward. I am, I said. But this still affects you, she added. Yes, I said. They're still my sons. Rahim looked at me carefully. Do you want to go back? I shook my head. Not like this. Then what do you want? He asked. I want them to understand, I said. Understand what? Aisha asked. What they did, I replied. And if they don't? Rahim asked. I took a deep breath. Then I still move on. That's strength, he said. I'm learning, I replied. A customer called out, Excuse me. I'll handle it, I said. I served him quickly. Thank you, he said. You're welcome, I replied. As he left, I looked at Rahim and Aisha. The empire I built is falling, I said. And you're still standing, Rahim replied. I nodded slowly. Yes, I am. Aisha smiled gently. That matters more. It does, I said. But the pain is still there, she added. It is, I admitted. Rahim spoke quietly. Pain doesn't disappear overnight. I know, I said. But you're not alone anymore, Aisha said. I looked at them both. No, I said. I'm not. I turned back to the stall. They're facing the consequences of their actions, I murmured. And I'm facing mine. Rahim nodded. And you're handling it with dignity. I'm trying, I said. That's enough, Aisha replied. I looked ahead. I don't celebrate their downfall, I said. But I can't deny the truth. And the truth is? Rahim asked. They chose their path, I replied. And I chose mine. I took a steady breath. I just wonder, I said softly. Wonder what? Aisha asked. If they ever think about me, I answered. The question stayed in the air. Unanswered. And heavy. Abba? A familiar voice called. I turned slowly. Armin. I said, my voice barely steady. Bilal stood beside him. Abba, it's us. I can see that, I replied. They look different. What are you doing here? I asked. We were looking for you, Armin said. For how long? I asked. He hesitated. A while. A while, I repeated. Bilal stepped forward. We didn't know where to find you. And now you do, I said. Yes, he replied. I stayed quiet. We heard about you, Armin said. That you're working here. I am, I said. That's why we came, Bilal added. Why? I asked. They looked at each other. We made a mistake, Armin said finally. The words hung in the air. I see, I replied. We were wrong, Bilal said. About what? I asked. About everything, he answered. I folded my arms. Be specific. Armin swallowed. About how we treated you. And? I asked. And about the business, he said. What about it? I said. It's failing, he admitted. I know, I replied. Bilal looked down. We lost control. You pushed me out, I said. We didn't realize, he said. You realized, I corrected. You just didn't care. That's not true, Armin said quickly. Then prove it, I replied. He struggled for words. We were blinded. By what? I asked. By pride, he said. And now? I asked. Now we see clearly, Bilal said. I let out a slow breath. Do you remember what you said to me? I asked. They stayed silent. You told me to leave, I continued. Armin closed his eyes. I regret that. You said it was your house, I added. It was wrong, he said. You stayed silent, I said, looking at Bilal. I was scared, he replied. Of what? I asked. Of losing everything, he said. And what did you lose instead? I asked. He didn't answer. Say it, I said. You, he whispered. The word hit me deeply. We lost you, Armin repeated. I looked away. We're sorry, Bilal said. Sorry, I echoed. Yes, he said. We're truly sorry. I felt a storm inside me. Sorry doesn't erase what happened, I said. We know, Armin replied. Then why are you here? I asked. To fix it, he said. Fix what? I asked. Our family, Bilal said. I shook my head. That's not something you fix overnight. We'll try, he said. You should have tried before, I replied. Armin stepped closer. Come back with us. I froze. Come home, Abba, Bilal added. Home. The word felt distant. Why? I asked. Because it's your place, Armin said. I corrected. It still is, he insisted. No, I said quietly. It isn't. It can be, Bilal said. I looked at them carefully. For a moment, I admitted, I want to say yes. Hope flickered in their eyes. But I can't, I said. The hope faded. Why not? Armin asked. Because I remember everything, I replied. We'll make it right, he said. You can't undo the past, I said. We can build a better future, Bilal said. With what foundation? I asked. They had no answer. I turned slightly and saw Rahim and Aisha watching from a distance. They stood by me, I said. Armin followed my gaze. We're your family. So are they, I replied. Bilal looked confused. They're strangers. They were strangers, I said. Until they cared. Armin frowned. We care too. You didn't when it mattered, I said. Silence filled the space. Aisha stepped closer. We don't want to interfere. You're not, I said gently. Rahim nodded. This is your decision. I looked back at my sons. Do you understand something now? I asked. What? Armin said. Love cannot be forced, I replied. And respect cannot be begged for. They stood still. We didn't understand that before, Bilal said. I know, I replied. But we do now, Armin added. I studied their faces. Understanding is the first step, I said. And the next? Bilal asked. Change, I replied. We'll change, he said. I hope you do, I said. Then come back, Armin urged. I shook my head slowly. I can't return to who I was, I said. Then come back as who you are now, Bilal said. I paused. That's not so simple, I replied. Nothing is, Rahim said quietly. I nodded. I looked at my sons one last time. I hear your regret, I said. And I believe it. Their eyes filled with hope again. But belief doesn't erase pain, I added. It faded once more. I need time, I said. How much? Armin asked. I don't know, I replied. Bilal nodded slowly. We'll wait. I looked at him. You should. They stood there broken. And I stood there stronger than before. Have you decided? Armin asked, his voice low. I looked at both of them. Yes. Bilal stepped closer. Tell us, Abba. I took a slow breath. I've thought about everything. We have too, Armin said. I know, I replied. Then come back, Bilal urged. I shook my head gently. No. The word landed heavily. Why? Armin asked, his voice breaking. Because I've changed, I said. We can change too, he replied. You should, I said. But that doesn't mean I return. Bilal wiped his eyes. We need you. You needed me before, I replied. He lowered his gaze. We made a mistake. Yes, I said. You did. Then let us fix it, Armin said. Some things can't be fixed the way you want, I replied. Why not, he asked. Because time doesn't go backward, I said. Silence settled between us. I forgive you, I said softly. They both looked up at once. You forgive us? Bilal asked. Yes, I replied. Relief flooded their faces. But listen carefully, I added. They leaned closer. A father's heart can forgive, I said slowly, but it cannot forget. The words hung in the air. Armin swallowed. We understand. Do you? I asked. He nodded weakly. We will live with it. You should, I said. Bilal's voice trembled. Does this mean there's no chance? I paused. There is always a chance for you to become better. And for us, he asked. For you, I repeated. Not for going back. Tears rolled down his face. We lost you, he whispered. You let me go, I corrected. Armin stepped forward. We were blind. And now you see, I said. Yes, he replied. Then don't waste that, I said. Bilal looked around. This place, this life. It gave me peace, I said. More than we did, he asked. I met his eyes. Yes. He flinched. I'm not the same man anymore, I continued. We can accept that, Armin said. But I won't accept going back, I replied. Why, he asked again. Because I respect myself now, I said. They stayed silent. I begged for your attention once, I said. My voice stayed steady. I won't do that again. Bilal covered his face. We were wrong. I know, I said. And we'll regret it forever, he added. That's your journey, I replied. Armin's eyes filled with tears. We don't deserve another chance, do we? That's not for me to decide, I said. Then who? He asked. You, I answered. Through your actions. He nodded slowly. I looked at both of them. I don't hate you, I said. That matters to us, Bilal replied. But I choose distance, I added. That hurts, Armin said. It should, I replied. It means you understand. They stood quietly. What do we do now? Bilal asked. Live better, I said. And you? He asked. I already am, I replied. A long silence followed. Rahim stepped closer but said nothing. Aisha stood beside him, her presence calm. You found peace here, Armin said. I found myself, I corrected. Bilal looked at me one last time. Can we visit? I thought for a moment. Maybe one day, I said. Hope flickered faintly. But not now, I added. It dimmed again. Armin nodded. We'll wait. You should, I said. They turned slowly. Abba? Bilal whispered. Yes. I replied. I'm sorry, he said. I know, I answered. Armin spoke without turning. We love you. I closed my eyes briefly. I know, I said again. They walked away. I watched them go. A heaviness stayed in my chest. Are you okay? Aisha asked softly. Yes, I said. Are you sure? Rahim added. I nodded. I am. It couldn't have been easy, he said. It wasn't, I admitted. But you stood firm, Aisha said. I had to, I replied. For yourself, Rahim said. Yes, I said. I looked ahead. This is my closure, I murmured. Does it feel complete? Aisha asked. I thought for a moment. It feels real, I said. And strong, Rahim added. I nodded slowly. I chose dignity over attachment, I said. And I won't regret that. The wind moved softly around me. I took a deep breath. For the first time I felt both sadness and strength living side by side. And I accepted both. Another long day, I said sitting down outside the stall. Rahim smiled. You handled it well. I'm getting used to it, I replied. Aisha handed me a cup. Tea. Thank you, I said. You look tired, she added. Not tired, I said. Just thinking. About them? Rahim asked. Yes, I admitted. Aisha sat beside me. Do you regret your decision? I shook my head slowly. No. But you still feel something, she said. I do, I replied. What is it? Rahim asked. Love, I said quietly. And pain, he added. Yes, I said. That too. Aisha looked at me gently. That's normal. I know, I replied. I stared at the setting sun. I was a proud father once, I said. You still are, Rahim replied. It feels different now, I said. Different doesn't mean gone, he said. I nodded. I gave them everything, I continued. And they gave you a lesson, Aisha said. I gave a small smile. A hard one. But a meaningful one, Rahim added. Yes, I said. I took a sip of tea. I became a broken man, I said. You became a stronger one, Aisha corrected. I didn't feel strong back then, I replied. But you stood up again, she said. With your help, I said. With your will, Rahim corrected. I looked at both of them. Maybe both. A customer called out, "One tea." I'll get it, I said, standing up. You never sit still, Aisha said with a light laugh. I like working, I replied. It suits you, Rahim said. I prepared the tea and handed it over. Thank you, the customer said. You're welcome, I replied. I returned to my seat. This life is simple, I said. And real, Rahim added. Yes, I agreed. Aisha looked at the sky. It's beautiful. It is, I said. I never noticed sunsets before, I admitted. Why not, she asked. I was too busy building things, I said. And now? Rahim asked. Now I'm learning to feel things, I replied. That's important, Aisha said. I nodded slowly. I still think about my sons, I said. That won't stop, Rahim replied. I don't want it to, I said. They're part of you, Aisha added. Yes, I said. Even now. Do you miss them? She asked. Every day, I replied. But from a distance, Rahim said. Yes, I confirmed. A silence settled between us. I cried last night, I said quietly. Aisha looked at me with concern. Are you okay? I am, I replied. Then why cry? She asked. Because I needed to, I said. Rahim nodded. That's not weakness. I know, I said. These are not tears of weakness, I continued. Then what are they? Aisha asked. Tears of acceptance, I answered. She smiled softly. I lost everything, I said. Rahim shook his head. Not everything. I looked at him. You found yourself, he said. I took a deep breath. Yes, I said. I did. And that matters most, Aisha added. It does, I agreed. I looked at the fading light. I don't have a big house anymore, I said. But I have peace, Rahim replied. I don't have control, I added. But you have dignity, Aisha said. I smiled faintly. I don't have their presence, I said. But you have your truth, Rahim said. I nodded. I still love them, I said. That won't change, Aisha replied. But I love myself now too, I added. Rahim smiled. That's the difference. Yes, I said. The sky turned darker. This journey changed me, I said. For the better, Aisha said. I believe that now, I replied. Rahim looked at me. Are you at peace? I thought for a moment. Yes, I said. Completely? He asked. As much as I can be, I replied. That's enough, he said. I leaned back and closed my eyes briefly. In the end, I said softly, only tears remained. But they're not empty, Aisha said. No, I replied. They carry everything I've learned. Rahim nodded. And everything you've become. I opened my eyes and looked ahead. I lost everything, I whispered. But I found myself. And in the end, I said quietly, that was enough.